In honor of kings, there are many mages and clash laners who can be played as roamer, but there is one which stands above all for being a god tier pick in any lane, and that is Mozi. This little piece of shit can be played bot, mid, and even top for how overpowered he feels in any match, sniping enemy squishy from a mile and stunning them momentarily. Hi guys, I'm playing Mozi top cause I couldn't get support role and I got a triple S. Like, what the hell? I was just joking around. Usually, when picking a hero to make a guide, used to struggle and lost a few stars trying to learn the damn hero. But with Mozi, I was actually pushing rank with no effort. If you want to push rank in style and make enemy jungler dread the day he picked a close range warrior jungler, then keep watching and learn how to annihilate people's dream with this piece of shit. First up is his passive, Fight for Peace. Ah yes, the passive which makes you always want to keep punching people cause every fourth attack of yours deals magic damage and knocks enemy back. Plus every time you use a skill you gain some shield. So yeah, trying to box out a tanky Mozi is like trying to get into a slugfest with Joe Fraser himself. This shield is really underrated as it constantly gives you damage buffer throughout the fight and unlike some other passives in the game, is truly a passive meaning no additional input from you except for you to do your job. Meanwhile, Yaria had me doing mental gymnastics each time I was triggered. I apologize, I have some PTSD from playing her too much. The knockback from his fourth attack is also underrated for how clutch it can be as a AoE knockback. It can help take down enemy junglers or stun a marksman before he can rain down hell on your team. If angled right, he can hit multiple enemies at the same time. Overall, it's a very solid passive which you should try to trigger as often as possible. Next up, Peacebringer. Yeah, remember all the praise I gave to the knockback from Mozi's passive earlier? Whenever you use this skill, you dash in the targeted direction, dealing damage to enemies in your path, while also gaining the knockback effect from your passives every fourth hit. Meaning, you can trigger that knockback both from his passive and now this skill for double the knockback. Holy shit, this combination feels as sacred as jam and butter sandwich. Toying with enemy, knocking them all over the field aside, even on its own, gaining the knockback without having to attack 3 times is already good on its own. While I have not gone over the fact that you have a lower cooldown flash, which even deals damage, you can now engage and jump over walls or use it while chasing down an enemy. And overall, no enemy in this game is having a good time when hit by this skill, and God forbid double knockback with magic damage. Are we sure it should be named Peacebringer? For all I used it while I was playing Mozi was death and destruction, and it seems even HOK realized they cannot bullshit with this next ability by adding peace in its name. This skill is bread and butter of most Mozi players to be a menace to society. Next up is Cannon Blast. Oh, you will hate the enemy Mozi whenever he is in the enemy team just because of this ability, not because of the damage itself, which if you build AP is a lot, but no. It's the extremely long range instant AoE stun effect, which is migraine inducing level of infuriating. With Cannon Blast, Mozi fires a shell in a targeted direction which explodes upon hitting a target and stuns them for 1 whole second and deals magic damage. So if you fight closer to Mozi, he will keep knocking you back in all manner of ways. And if you try and run or fight from range, then he has this bullshit cannon which stuns you for a whole goddamn second, which is a lot of time in this game. Even more so for poor squishy marksmen and mages. Though to be fair, it can be difficult to aim, at start at least it was for me. But the AoE stun radius is large enough that I will straight up be lying if I try to say that makes this skill fair. It is just a straight up good ability with very little counterplay. And finally we get to Mozi's ultimate. Think inside the box. Mozi creates a box around him which stuns enemies it touches, dealing magic damage and stunning them every 0.5 seconds as if he was hosting a dubstep party. This is a very simple and fair skill as the box he creates is very small in size and its cooldown is huge, But once caught in it, most warrior junglers and clash laners are done for. You just need to time it right and make sure there are not some burst damage dealers or enemy mages with crowd control, as if Mozi himself gets CC'd, then the ultimate stop. I don't have a lot to talk about this ability as it's very situational and useful, but is very easy to counter as well. So most of the time we'll see less use in team fights. My personal opinion is to use it for skirmishes and chases after the team fight rather than during the team fight, unless using it to save your marksman's life. That's all for his skills. Mozi is a really strong tank with some of the most varied and useful crowd control skills which can be used in combination for some really clutch moments, while his passive makes sure he survives himself during these moments. Many people will always say build Mozi as a tank instead of AP damage, at least when not playing mid, and I would agree. While AP Mozi is nice in mid lane and even top lane, but he truly shines as the full tank support in bot lane, bullying enemy marksmen from the start of the game and then later enemy jungler. He is broken, but no broken hero can win every time unless you understand why they are broken. And I hope I helped you realize why Mozi in particular works so well in this video. If you liked what I had to say and would like to see more content like this, please subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, peace.